Welcome to my new series. I've done 3 videos of this. Oh, first of all, hold on. Let me introduce myself. Sorry. My name's Amira, aka Mimi from Mimi's One in the Nursery. From one. Hi, my name is. Wait, hold on. Hi, my name is Amira, aka Mimi from Mimi's Wonderful Nursery. How do you do? This is my co-host. This is Oliver, aka Ali. So he basically will be in every single video because he's my co-host, my secret co-host, my cute co-host. Okay, get act going. Anyway, this is like I started at the beginning. This is my series that I'm doing on movies that I've seen that I'm recommending to y'all if you want to see it. Um, don't have a title. Please give me a title. But basically, that's the gist of it. I've seen these movies. I think they're wonderful, and I want to share them with you. So, the first movie is called. Oh, at this time, I wrote it down. The 3 movies. The first movie is called Seven Brides for Seven Brothers. Um, it's rated by IMDb as 7.3/10 rating. Um, and on Rotten Tomatoes, it's got an 89. To me, it's a 10, and it's 100 all the way through from Rotten Tomatoes. I love this movie. It's a really good movie. It's called Seven Brides for Seven Brothers, and if you get the drift of the movie, it's basically about 7 brothers and 7 brides. They're all the movie is set in 1954. It's set in 1954, and it's directed by Stanley. I can't pronounce his name, and it's a musical. So it's a musical, American musical. Uh, the music is by Gene DePaul. The lyrics are by Jerry McMurr. The choreography is by Michael Kidd. And this was a screenplay. So the screenplay, the person that wrote this was it's like a couple people. It's a guy and 2 girls. Albert Hackett, Francis Good, Francis Goodrich, Dorothy Kingsley, and it's based on a Roman. It was based on stories that they heard before, and it's by the Sovereign Woman and by Stephen Vincent Burnett, and also based on ancient Rome. Uh, the story about the legend of the raping of the Sabine women. But this movie is set in Oregon in 1850. It's set in 1850. Um, it also won an Academy Award uh, for its best score of a musical picture. Uh, Gave a little tidbit in 2006. It was and the American Film Institute named Seven Brides for Seven Brothers one of the best American musical films ever made. And in 2004, Seven Brides for Seven Brothers was selected for preservation by the United States National Film Registry of Library of Congress as being historically and significant. I don't know how to say that word. So the movie starts with the first brother. His name is Adam. His name is Adam Pompey. He goes to town. It goes to town. Back then, it was called territories. So since they were in Oregon, it's a Oregon territory. So he went to the town to find himself a wife, so that so he can be married and also help him tame his other brothers. He has 6 other brothers. And he decided at the time that they needed a woman. So he was in town looking for a bride that can handle all 7 of them. That's when he came across Millie. Millie, she worked in I work like a restaurant kind of thing where you made food for a whole bunch of people. Now Millie she handled herself and all of them. So she handled everybody. So when he saw her, he said, "Oh, she's the wife for me." Now the thing is, he proposes to her. She says yes, not knowing that he had 6 other brothers. She's thinking that it's just him, but it's not just him. I'm gonna take a break right here because this is a musical, right? So when he goes to town, the first song, it is called. I'm gonna find out. Bless Your Beautiful Hide. And then when Millie decides to marry him, and then she's only taking care of him, she starts singing Wonderful, Wonderful Day. The thing is, only him she's marrying. She does not know she's supposed to take care of all 7 of them until she gets to the cabin. Cabin looks like a mess. So as he's showing her the house, he's telling her she is responsible for the cleaning, the laundry, and the food, and then leaves her alone. That's when she meets all the rest of the brothers. Now, all the rest of the brothers are named in order. I'm going to start from the order, from A. So Adam's her husband. Then you got Benjamin, Caleb, Daniel, Ephraim, Frank. Frank is his name is Frankincense, but they call him Frank. Then you got Gideon. Gideon's the last child that their mother had. Now, when she sees them, all 6 of them, their look uncouth. He looked at uncouth, but he cleaned himself up before he met Millie. So he looked clean. But the rest of them they called it uncouth. They looked raggedy. So, let me look at my notes. So, thinking as a woman, you think you married a man, it's just gonna be you and him. You're only gonna take care of him. She's mad, so they had a fight. So it's time for everybody to go to bed, and Adam and the rest of them are still downstairs, and Millie's upstairs. So they're telling Adam to go upstairs. Adam has already decided to sleep outside. So he goes up to the room, but he goes through the room and out to the tree that's outside the window. So they go to sleep like that. She sleeps in the bed, he sleeps outside on the tree. It's the next morning. Millie has cleaned the house, did the laundry. She actually went in their bedroom and took their undergarments off. So they actually, you don't see it, but she apply. They're naked. And they actually are dirty. So, oh no, they don't have they're not naked. She took all their outer clothes and washed them and hung them up. All she needed was their undergarments to clean them. So she goes to them, and they wake up and they're looking for their outer clothes. She's already taken it. She's already taken them. She said, all you need to do is give me your underclothes, so I can wash them. They refused. So she says to them that if you don't give me your undergarments, you cannot eat. They said, oh, here, right. So they started to challenge her. She says, oh, here, I'll come and take them off of you. So they think she's bluffing. She's not bluffing. She wants to go up with the door. They all slam closed. So they're wind up giving her their undergarment. So they all are wrapped up. So they come to dinner for breakfast and they all wrapped up in blankets. Because, they don't have nothing on. Their clothes are drying and cleaning. So anyway, she dishes out the food. The food's on the table. They start eating like a pig. She's had enough. She's had enough of that. So she throws the table over on one of them. She said, if you want to eat like a pig, if you want to act like a pig and eat like a pig, then be a pig. So she teaches them how to act. And she realized that they haven't been around, anybody but each other. So they don't know how to act. So she teaches them how to act. There's a song. She teaches them how to dance. Like, act around a woman and dance around a woman. I forget the name of the song. It's the whole movie has songs. Then they got invited for barn raising, and they promised Millie that they'll be on their best behavior. So on the barn raising, she cooks food for the barn raising. So that's where the boys, the 6 boys, married ones, meet the 6 girls from town. Now there's only 6 girls, marriageable girls, in a town of so many men, a lot of men. So the girls are named Dorcas, Ruth, Martha, Liza, Sarah, and Alice. Where the song I wrote it down. The song that she teaches them to dance with and show them how to go courting is called Going Courting. So let me see. So there's a dance sequence that comes out of it, and it's called, because they're raised in a barn, so it's called the barn dance. So, barn dance. And while they're dancing with the girls, girls are going back and forth from the townsmen and townsboys and the boys. The boys got cement with the girls. The barn raising didn't go so well. They promised, remember I told you they promised Millie not to, fight. So, the townsmen didn't promise Millie they wasn't going to fight. So they started attacking them. I'm saying you need to fight. Benjamin, or one of them, said to him that they had promised Millie that they wouldn't fight. So, but in the end, they wind up fighting because they attacked Gideon. Gideon was the youngest. He's the baby. They attacked him, so they decided to fight. And they won. And the barn went from having 3 walls up to having none. So there was no barn raising. The boys got hurt. Townspeople was mad at them. They wanted going home. And it's almost winter. It starts getting cold, so it's like winter. And the boys are missing the girls. So Adam reads them about the starving women. And this would get them in the mind of getting the girls. So they decide to go kidnap the girls. They kidnapped Dorcas, Ruth, Martha, Eliza, Sarah, and Alice. 2 of the girls, I could tell you, I remember. Dorcas was at home. She was in her 90. 2 of the girls were together. I don't know which 2 girls. I know Alice was at home. She was courting one of the guys. She was on a date with one of the other guys. So I think 4 of them were two Ruth and Martha, I think, were together. And Eliza and Sarah were together. and Alice was at home courting another boy, and Dorcas was going to bed. I don't know if I'm 100% right, but I know Dorcas was in bed. Going to bed with her siblings. Back then they share beds. So they probably kidnap them while they're singing Lonesome Pill Cat. So they're driving away with the women. They trying to keep their mouth closed because there's an avalanche. You know, they're going through mountains. If you scream, there's going to be an avalanche. You could be trapped in it. So they're on the other side. So the townspeople realize that the girls have been kidnapped. So they go after them. So the boys are and Adam are at the other end. They let the girls scream, they shoot off, and the avalanche goes off. So they now have to wait until the avalanche is, melted. So I'm trying to so it's gonna disappear for a minute. So the girls are stuck up there. So they stuck up with the guys. And Millie says, you're not sleeping in the house. You guys sleep in the barn. The house is for the girls. After a while, the girls get used to being up there and start liking it. And they start singing June Bride. And start to get accustomed to it. And then Millie finds out she's pregnant with Adam's baby. And then some point between spring gets still cold, still frozen. Millie gives birth to a baby girl. Gideon, the youngest, goes to tell Adam because he left. They had a fight again. He left. So Gideon wants to go to they had another cabin. Goes to the cabin to tell Adam that Millie had a baby and it was a girl. Adam gets mad because Millie gave birth to a girl. And then Gideon punches Adam and because of how he treated Millie. But Adam tells Gideon that he will not come back down until it thaws out. So he finally does come back. He says, "I told you I'll be back when it thaws." Everybody realizes that the townspeople, which is the girls' fathers, will come there. Now remember, there's a baby. So Adam and Millie decide to name the babies where his mother left off. So the baby name is Hannah. So townspeople have made it up to the cabin, and they hear Hannah crying. So they went out. They was like, "There's a baby born. Who's the mother and who is the father?" So the girls don't want to leave now. They claim the baby as theirs. And shotgun wedding. Everybody's married, all 7. This is a good movie. It is on. You can watch this on Tubi for free. Microsoft Store, but you have to rent it, and it's $3.99. You can watch it on Apple TV if you have it, but it's also $3.99. Amazon Video, you rent it, it's $2.99. Google Play Movies is $3.99, and Vudu is $3.99. And you can rent it from YouTube and AMC On Demand. They're both $3.99. But you can watch it from on Tubi for free. So this is the end of the video. Stay tuned for episode 5. This is episode 4. Goodbye. Sorry, I'm going fast. I gotta go bathroom.